man is presenting to the emergency room with Peener Hurdy. This is how his brain shut down. FZ is a YouTuber with HIV/AIDS. One day he watched nothing but Twitch streamers playing Unity asset flip co-op games with their friends. Thinking it looked like a good time, he tried it for himself. He played for 5 days straight. He didn't eat, he didn't sleep, he didn't even get up to use the washroom. Eventually, he went into slop overload and passed away. All across the internet, there has been an outbreak of multiplayer co-op games that cost between $10 and $30. On every social media, the Steam recommendation page, and DMs with my jobless friends.
Wait, what?
Media, the Steam recommendation page, and DMs with my jobless friends.
Ninja from Fortnite. I'm Ninja Fortnite. Flazefire, let's play chain together. Keemstar bald. What's up, Drama Alert Nation? Flazefire, get me pregnant and that's interesting. And then we want to play some Lethal Company. James Cage White. Hello, my Flaze frame. It is fate that we will play Repo.
We are in the middle of an
What did that? Wait, what was that
Steam
last one?
recommendation page and DMs with my jobless friends. We
Fuck. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
media,
It was
Steam
Pokemon.
recommendation
It was
page,
Pokemon.
and
Pyrocynical Triumph. To be honest, I'd pick you up, hug you while rubbing you against my huge sweaty Does that say moves? That's a sneaky. I wonder if Pyrocynical knows about that.
We are in the middle of an outbreak of slop. A slop virus, if you will. A slop-pocalypse, perhaps.
Yo, what the fuck is that shit, bro? Dude, what is that? That's some fucking nightmare fuel, man. What the fuck? Bro. Is that fucking... Wait. Is that bald KSI? They're cynical with the... Oh my god. Gay potion AIDS juice? Yo, wait a fucking minute. What the fuck?
That shouldn't be happening. In ye olden days, slop was a word used to describe low-quality foodstuffs. In current year, however, everything is slop, or rather it is described as such. You simply add the word slop to an already...
Why is Pickle Rick in a... Oh my god. Why is there piss? Oh my god.
The existing idea, and
What the fuck was
simply
that?
add the word slop to an already existing
Holy shit, that's an old picture.
idea, and you've created not just a new word, but a new concept. Dark Souls, roll slop.
Roll
Hassan
slop?
Piker, chair slop.
Oh my
Hell
God.
Of a boss, goon slop. I'm
Yeah,
slop.
that shit needs to be studied, bro.
You're slop.
No.
Everything is slop.
Whoa.
Which means nothing is slop. And then, on the 17th of March, 2025,
Oh god.
X the Everything app, formerly Twitter user @Wosa, created a zeet that put to words the fatigue people were feeling in this genre of video game.
Okay. I really hope that is... It's too clear to be piss, right? It's too clear to be piss, right? Like, okay. This has to be that water bottle trick where you, like, poke a hole in it and you can, like, get it to squirt out. That has to be this, right? There's no way. 7.7 million views. Friendslop friend farming. That sounds... Damn, I don't know who this Bloody Mary Woosa person is, but they sound... Ooh, they sound jealous. They sound really jealous. Like... That's a ticket to hell in my opinion, but like... you know, to each their own.
Now, you would be correct in thinking that this...
What the fuck is that thing? Really? Really? Is that from House? Is that from House MD? He has a new one. He has a new one. It's called the medicine drug. This dude's too creative. What the fuck, bro? I'm not even jealous. I'm actually impressed. Holy fuck.
Line of text is an incomprehensible amalgamation of buzzwords that has no meaning, because it is, and it doesn't. But if we look past the schizophrenia-fueled 4chan speak, we can see an amount of genius rivaling that of Aristotle, Socrates,
Something tells me this is about to be really bad.
and Chris Chan. Because it's not the words themselves that matter, it's the sentiment behind them. There is a fatigue of both mind and mommy's credit card.
So I was right. Dude, I don't even think I have to watch the video to even know that sounds so, you just don't say that. That sounds so petty.
Hey, Skylar, where is the rest?
Steam game.
At the sheer
That meme will forever, oh my god, that's crazy.
amount of these so-called
Tribal Hunter, Zort, Paddle, Paddle, Liar's Bar. Okay, Liar's Bar was actually good though. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Pushing it together. That sounds like hell. Supermarket together. Peak is good. Content warning was really good. Though, you know, one game you're missing is also Pilgrim.
Friendslop games. Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Google.
Because I don't know if Pilgrim was a Friendslop game, but I think it was a good game. I'm waiting for it to continue.
Discord.
At least I
If you're
think it has. I don't know. I have to look into it.
able to upload a video file, you can be guaranteed you will find clips and videos and compilations of this specific type of video game. And
Oh yeah, no, they're definitely. So then that makes that that Bloody Mary person was definitely jealous. Holy shit! Wonder if they're a developer. That would explain everything.
common people are tired because the original
Why does that look like?
this specific type of video game, and the common people
Why is Keemstar and Mr. Beast in a bed with Flazefire? Keemstar looks like he has fucking false lashes. But the thing I'm noticing here is, why is Mr. Beast breathing faster than Keemstar? I don't think he breathing, bro.
are tired because the original post received 7.7 million views and sparked a discourse that will be raging until the end of time. You are either a
What the fuck?
uncritical consumer or a loser who has no friends to play games with and hates fun. I, for one, am all of these.
And seeing as how I've already been infected,
I will use what little time I have left
I did not just see that.
before the virus takes over and my brain turns to mush to teach you the history of the disease.
Flaze's survival guide. 1. History. 2. Classification. 3. Symptoms, I would say. Nile read Mark Rober. Piss, don't drink. So are we implying that you put piss in Mark Rober's cut? Okay. Unless you're saying that's Mark Rober's piss.
How to properly classify its strains and the
Flaze has...
severity of
Wait a minute.
the history of the disease, how to properly classify its strains, and the severity of its symptoms.
That's
But
so
most importantly,
It's not a funny topic, but I'm sorry, but this is a really funny video.
how you can keep yourself safe from the Friendslop epidemic. Now, the government cut my research funding.
What the fuck is that a potato? Is it a Mr. Potato reference? Why?
On the grounds
Wait, Flazefire banned from R/Wordington? R/Wordington? What the fuck is that? Flazefire is does it say bad?
of it being stupid and dumb, which means we don't have power.
Oh god.
and when the power is out, the creature arrives.
That's fucking creepy, bro. Oh, fuck. Dude, imagine someone watching this on fucking LSD, bro. Oh, fuck. Especially this part. Oh my god.
I partnered with Five to share their brand new Watermelon Chill Gummies, a delicious indica-based gummy designed for serious relaxation. Watermelon Chill is your go-to
Indica will definitely do that.
for mellow, chill vibes. Ever since I tried Watermelon Chill, I am become the chill. Damn, it's too chill. What's 9 plus 10? 21? You're a genius. Because that's how old you.
That is so. That meme has aged like fine wine. It is still going to this day. Oh my god.
Need to be to enjoy the delicious flavor of Five's new 10 milligram indica watermelon chill gummies.
That sounds so good though.
Of Five's brand new watermelon chill gummies by clicking the link in the
Okay,
description
this makes me feel old, bro. That's not funny.
below. That's right, the best price. Free. But you better act fast. Otherwise, I will have eaten all of the yummy, nummy gummies and become big and round like a watermelon.
Why is this funny to me?
Now, in order to properly understand the disease, what we need to do is go back.
Holy shit.
The year is 50,000
I need a minute. That was a little quick. Okay.
BC. Humans begin working together to hunt woolly mammoths. The first
Why did I freeze on that frame? I don't even want to. First off, I want to point out
is
that.
50,000 BC. Humans begin working together to
How the fuck did you make this? That's so good, but dude.
hunt woolly mammoths. The first version of co-op
I should have known that was coming.
gameplay is invented. Nothing ever
Wait a
happens
minute,
to
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Please don't tell me you added sound effects to that.
hunt woolly mammoths. The first version of co-op gameplay is invented.
Okay, no, we're good. It's the campfire. I thought for a second he added. Never mind.
Nothing ever happens for the rest of time until finally, 1958. The first video game, Tennis for Two, was created. People liked it. They wanted more. An industry is born. And then, June 15th, 2018, Among Us is released.
We're Costco guys. Of course, we're in Among Us.
A game where you
This game caused a rift with me and my friends. Ho, 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 ho. I'll tell you now. Holy shit. You want to talk about... They should have made this an e-sport for how competitive this game can get. Holy shit.
and either your friends or complete strangers.
Why do you have House MD? Okay. He's running with this. Why does that man look familiar? Is that Dream? I don't know. Annoying Orange as a classic. I feel old seeing that. That's crazy.
Attempt to find the imposter alien amongst a space crew, and the virus as we know it had spawned. Underdeveloped and weak, but nothing could stop it. Among Us was everywhere. You couldn't escape.
We're gonna play a few rounds of Among Us.
1,000
Oh, I remember
IQ
that.
Among Us moments compilations are controlling the YouTube algorithm. This was followed up in 2020 with the
What the
release of Phasmophobia, a multiplayer ghost hunting game that had you and up to 3 others hunting ghosts in
Okay.
a fun, infinitely replayable environment, and it was nifty and fun. It
You know, I don't like Phasmophobia because I always fucking die when I play it, bro. Like, anyone else feel that? Anyone else feel that when you play this game? Like, do you feel like it always singles you out? Because, bro, I swear, I had content about this, and I swear, all my life, I was always targeted, bro. And I'm fucking white.
didn't have a hold on the public like the sussy imposter.
Yo, what the fuck?
But it laid the groundwork for what was to come. The virus was growing stronger, and then October 23rd, 2023.
This is really good.
Lethal Company. The virus had reached full.
Bro, what
Everyone
the
everywhere was
fuck?
playing it for its fun mechanics.
Is it okay if I touch you?
Infinitely replayable gameplay loop, cool indie trans PS1 style graphics, and its ability to create extremely funny moments if the people you played with had the IQ of a political streamer. It was by all accounts
Wow.
in game worth the Steam Valve bucks.
You bet you make that deal? I'd make that deal. I don't blame you. Damn good deal.
But we need to ask ourselves, is what it brought with it worth?
Oh my god. The Pilgrim was good. Come on.
Because despite being an indie game, Lethal Company, like Among Us and Phasmophobia before it, was extremely popular with
Bro cough like an iPad kid.
live streamers.
Oh my god.
While the funny Scream clip farm people may lack talent
Fuck, I wasn't ready for that.
The Big Bang Theory or Pangria?
What the fuck is Pangria?
and a hairline,
It isn't even that bad.
but they do bring with them the
I see now. You walked into that.
one thing that actually matters on the internet: big numbers. And if you're an indie
Yep.
developer looking to make $50 billion, then creating a game similar to something popular with said
How far
streamers,
did he go with that?
dollars.
Okay, I thought he put his face on the dollars for a second. I thought he was going to be really committed to that. That would have been hilarious.
Then creating a game similar to something popular with said streamers can be very, very profitable.
Oh,
And
yes.
this is why the virus exists. It was designed in a lab specifically to latch onto your wallet and suck the life force from it.
Bro. Yo.
But before you can be protected, you need to know what it is.
That is
Now,
a clean transition. I would love to know how you did that.
this is where it gets difficult because there is not one solid definition for the word friendslop. And if you try and discuss this topic with anyone to form a solid hypothesis, they will think you live in the white padded room. Everyone
Are you for real?
has their own
There's whole tweets. Bro! I'm tired of everything being called Friendslop, so I gave it a set definition. Friendslop, friend-like. This dude's going all the way in. Holy shit. No hard win conditions. Winning just means you get to play longer. Okay, yeah. The people you play with are the main focus. Gameplay is just the medium. Okay. Core gameplay often lends itself to moments. Hype, scary, etc. Example, procs, chat, and jump scares. I agree. Friend-like has hard win conditions, shares strong similarities to Friendslop. Gameplay mechanics can be more of a primary focus to having fun. Much more broad in its type of core gameplay. Can loosely define most games played with friends. Well, that sounds a little conflicted. Chained together, Jackbox. Jackbox was here way before this whole thing. How are you gonna... What? Wow. If anything, Jackbox kind of pioneered it in a sense then, because Jackbox was way back, bro. How? Guilty as Sock. Okay, I'm glad I read that right. Among Us. I mean, I guess you can say that Among Us kind of started it all, but Among Us was like a whole different thing, though. It was inspired by Mafia, the classic game. Yeah, Peak. Okay, I can see that, yeah. And then pushing it together, I still would not want to play this. Friendslop, no, that's called multiplayer, and it's been around since 1973. Thank you.
personal interpretations of
Dude, I would be so pissed if that was called Friendslop. Like, Left 4 Dead is literally what made multiplayer shooter zombie genres. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, Left 4 Dead basically pioneered that. Because they're the ones that started the trend long time. I mean, they were the first ones to make the most critically acclaimed FPS, Half-Life. I still haven't played it. I have not been able to... Actually, no, I have. I just haven't had time. But I think it's also because my brain is spoiled with fancy graphics.
this topic, and they are all wrong for the most part.
Yes.
Because it's a nonsense internet word that means nothing.
Yeah, because they don't like people having fun.
Means it can be
We are not going Vsauce, are we?
anything.
Oh
And my
god, we just went Vsauce. Okay, we have reached DEFCON 1.
goal is to finally give a solid classification to the term because I'm tired of it being used incorrectly. Now, when the word is used to describe
okay.
a game, it is always in a negative context.
Yeah.
It is a direct insult to the game's quality, either
Oh my
visually,
gosh.
gameplay-wise, fun factor, blah blah. But Friendslop cannot exist in a vacuum, and its mere existence implies the existence of an equivalent opposite
Wait, Nemesis.
distance.
Is that like a Pilgrim clone? That looks fun.
Implies the existence of an equivalent opposite friend gem. So what makes a game co-op multiplayer versus Friendslop versus Friend Gem? In order to
Ain't
gather...
no way he put Counter-Strike Friendslop. I disagree.
this data, I played so many of these games. Not
What the fuck, bro?
to mention the countless hours spent watching Twitch streamers in order to mimic the feeling of what it would be like if I had friends. And I've come to the
Dude, I feel you, but damn.
conclusion that if you slammed your head against the wall about 50 times, you would suffer about 1/4 the brain damage
Dude, he's saying that while that man's head is concave. What?
I now do. But what you wouldn't have is my knowledge. Now, because I played so many of these games, I have developed an intimate, almost sexual connection with...
See, this is the type of fruit, like the way people act like a Fruit Loop. This is the proper way to do it, because this is God damn, bro. I love it. And he's having it with chained together Liar's Bar and Peak.
I am able to see the tropes, the trends, the rip-offs, the inspirations, the ones and zeros that comprise their very existence.
Holy shit, he's Neo.
And this knowledge has allowed me to create a comprehensive list of identifiers that can be used on not just the supposed Friendslop games, but every video game ever to determine its friend sloppiness. All you need to do is insert the game you want to test into the
Wait, what?
friend sloppiness. All you need
Chandler's Golf Mr. Beast 6. Dude. What the fuck?
to do is insert the game you want to test into the Flazinator, let it touch you, and
What?
it will give you the results.
Racism?
And the metric used to determine these results are... Now, counterintuitively, playing the multiplayer-focused game by yourself is a good measure of its quality as a video game. You can experience
agree.
intimately all of the game's little quirks that would be drowned out by your idiot friends screaming some form of outdated meme. When there is not a funny in-joke to hide behind, all the game's flaws become very apparent.
Yes.
If the mechanics are bad, it's not funny, it just sucks. If the gameplay loop is boring, there is nothing to...
See, I don't know how I feel about that, because what are you gonna say about Halo games, bro? When we made the games back in the day with Halo Forge, we literally relied on bugs. And bro, there was a bug that was caught by a fan, and they messaged us to Bungie, and Bungie still kept it. I can't remember what it was, but it was a feature that everyone loved, and I think it's what made the game modes with the Warthogs more popular, if anything. So like, in a kind of sense, glitching is kind of fun. It's not so... Okay, if you're making a hardcore type game, you should make sure there's no glitches, no bugs. But if you're making something that's just for fun, I don't know about that. Because, like, then games like, you know, Tribal wouldn't be born because super sliding. Same with, like, CS Surf. I mean, that's not really a debate, right?
stop you from falling asleep on your keyboard.
I just saw Mr. Beast with a pacifier. My life is now complete.
There is a story. You were actually able to pursue its secrets in peace, unraveling the hidden narrative left behind by the developers without the risk of being killed by your friends because they thought it would be funny. Playtime is a large factor to consider when deciding to purchase a video game in general.
Yes.
You want to make sure your money is being spent on more than just hype moments in Aura, and
Man, just team killed. What the fuck?
no games, and they are charging $100 for said no games.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now.
Indie games are your only option, and that is where Friendslop thrives.
Of
A
course.
game that contains the Friendslop essence will have a decent amount of playtime doing nothing. When I say nothing, I'm not referring to an endless gameplay loop or the lack of a win condition. You're playing just to play. They have,
Yes.
for scientific purposes, infinite replayability.
Yes.
When I say playtime,
Because,
I
I mean,
mean
fun fact, most of the Friendslop games are using RNG generation. So, like, yeah, they have infinite playability. Have you played an RNG game where it's designed like that? Yes, you have. Roguelikes.
is the setting or the gameplay or the funny moments.
Why is that whiskey?
Were interesting enough to justify my purchase. My personal rule of thumb is you should be getting an hour of playtime that doesn't suck for every $2 in cost. Now,
Hour of playtime for every $2. Yeah, I could see that. Hold on, let me see something. Hour of playtime. So that would be so that'd be $2. Make it 8 hours. So it'd be $16. So yeah, like $20 would be justified then. So if you make an 8-hour campaign, yeah, that would be justified. It's just like it's accounting for the inflation too, and stuff like that, and the taxes.
the game realistically
At
only
least I
has
think. I'm not sure. I need to really jump on this journey, but damn, it's hard.
2 hours of enjoyable playtime, we have a problem. Because 2 hours is an important number. It's A, the amount of time I can go without pissing blood, and B, that is the time limit on Steam's refund policy.
That's true.
If the game stops being enjoyable...
Though there are some games that exploit this, but there is one game I've heard of is, can you beat me in 2 hours? If you beat me in 2 hours, you get refunded or something like that. It's like this scary sewer maze game. People called it a scam, but like, I don't know. There were some people that was able to beat it. I'm not gonna lie, but then again, they could have been faked, so I don't know.
Right around the 2 hour mark, then you know that it was stretched extremely thin to get there.
Oh yes, it can be.
What is the game's intention? Is it designed
Is that really what that game looked like?
thin to get there? What is the game's
That's so bad.
intention? Is it designed as a game?
You know, if we get more games like this in the indie scene, it's just gonna ruin the indie scene. Like, fuck, bro. I think if anything, I think the best indie game that's come out recently was, what was it, Expedition 33? I would love to play it, but I'm not big on turn-based, but I might. I'm not sure, because me and turn-based, I like playing games where I'm actually in the action, performing the stuff, you know what I mean? Like, if I press a button, I'll do something, make a combo, stuff like that. It's kind of my jam.
First, or does it exist to facilitate the creation of content? This is an
I fucking hate those things.
inconclusive indicator on its own, because you can have a good game that lends itself to making content clips,
Yes.
moments of fear, periods of brevity, or times of extreme aggravation. Those
Man
can
was
occur
cooked.
both naturally as a byproduct of the game's design, or intentionally by the developers in order to elicit those feelings within the players. But when those moments are there specifically to farm content, it's very apparent. The
Yes.
metric I use to measure a developer's intention is by going to the Vanoss Gaming YouTube channel and searching up how many videos him and his friends have made.
I still can't believe he's around to this day. It's crazy. He's actually staying somewhat relevant too. He's not as big as he used to be, but like, he's still relevant.
Made on a specific game. Given that Vanoss just
That is a crazy way to do that.
makes videos on whatever current gaming thing is popular, if he's milking it, then odds are it contains the essence of Friendslop, which
Yeah.
is to say it is well suited for making content. The more videos on a specific game, the higher the slot meter rises. This is something the average person wouldn't even think to think about. Given that indie games have the budget of 4 quid, they don't exactly have anything left over for marketing, so
Yeah.
typically the developers rely on word of mouth to spread the good word of Lethal Company clone number.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that's usually the best way of doing it, because that's how they had to do it back then, and then marketing being a thing. And I think marketing is kind of where we're going a little too far.
103. But if you actually watch the trailer on the Steam page of whatever game your friends are trying to get you to play, it gives away almost instantly if it's Friendslop. There will be very
Sometimes.
heavy emphasis on how amazing it will be to get 3 people together and also purchase the game. The keywords to be on the lookout for are friend and funny. If these 2 words are anywhere on the Steam page, in the description, in the promotional video, and especially in the title, then there is a good chance that what you are playing is Friendslop. A game receiving content updates from the developer can greatly signify whether it is Friendslop or not. It is a show from the devs that the game has some level of effort put into it. If not from a place
You know
of
what's
passion,
crazy?
then it
Lethal Company was made by one dude. That says something.
at least from a place of giving existing players something new to do to make their purchase feel more worthwhile, while also incentivizing new players to purchase the game because there will be more for them to do in the future. It's not a requirement, however. If a game is already enjoyable and offers replayability through its existing content, adding even more is a yummy treat. And although it is not required to make a game not Friendslop, it is at the barest of minimums a sign that the game wasn't designed solely to capitalize on a trend.
Yeah.
Mechanics help you differentiate one game from another. You can do similar things in a different way that makes something already existing completely unique. In the Scrap Collectors, the core gameplay is go out, get the thing, don't get killed by monsters. In climbing games, you go from a low place to a high place. And in simulator games, you get to pretend what having a job feels like. The why you do things stays functionally the same. The how you do things is what sets them apart. Now, for a game to be considered Friendslop, it needs to contain all 6 elements to at least some degree. But there is a secret 7th element.
Wait a minute. Stroke my sloppy slender member. I swear these types of videos are like the new comedy because this is literally meme to hell, but it's so good.
A secret 7th element, the sauce. It has been called many things throughout human history. Vibes, ideas, it, swag, identity.
We called it lightning in a bottle.
Aesthetic. For our purposes, they all mean the same thing. Does the game differentiate itself from others by being its own thing? And I'm not talking about small, superficial tweaks. Thing, but it's underwater thing. Going up a hill, but it's with a boulder.
Yo!
But the characters look like Plants vs. Zombie Head. Everything is derivative of something.
Yes.
There is nothing truly original. But you can use ideas
Never will be.
from an existing thing in your own way and create something brand new from the bones of something else. If at any time a game contains the sauce, even if it is a Flazepedia definition of Friendslop, it is immediately nullified into Friend Gem. Does that make sense? No. Does it have to? No, because the concept of Friendslop is nonsense. I am attempting to bring order to chaos. I am doing the best I can. I will now date this video horribly by running some games through my specifications and seeing how they come out the other end.
Hello, I am Flaze AI, your personal Friendslop companion. I cannot die, I am in constant pain, and Flaze uses...
Oh yeah, I almost forgot if I do make this a video. I'll do what I can to route back to this channel to give Flazefire full credit because you know I'm not gonna be like that type of person. He's put so much time into this, I can tell, and I respect it 100%. So like, if I do decide to make this a video, make sure you check out Flazefire. I'm gonna try and see if I can link his stuff in my description. But yeah, continuing along because this is actually really good. Also, this AI is. This is kind of creepy.
This is my CPU processing power to render Fortnite yachts. Anyways, running Friendslop analysis EXE. Lethal Company is a co-op horror game that involves you.
Bro, why are you making this whole segment with this, bro?
And up to 4 friends exploring moons and gathering scrap for an evil, mysterious company. You get scrap
Wait, what?
Gathering scrap for an evil, mysterious company.
Evil ass company.
You get the scrap, avoid the creatures, and get more scrap. As a single-player game, it is extremely rewarding, as it goes from a fun co-op horror game to straight-up terrifying horror. There are tapes around the maps and moons that help you unravel the story behind the company, and it becomes much
Oh yeah,
more
no, Lethal Company lore, it's abundant.
difficult in certain aspects as you have no
It's
help.
almost as big. It's starting to become as big as when SCP start first. Oh my god, it's starting to become as big as the beginning days of SCP, and I think there's gonna be something that's born from this, bro. I'm keeping an eye on this still. I might need to do more content on this because this game has potential.
Becomes
Like
easier
huge potential. Like I'm talking, they could do a lot of shit with this.
in others because your friends aren't blasting the air horn and ruining your playthrough. The game features a large amount of content that will keep the player engaged. You need to save up money in order to
Like I said, solo dev. I'm not sure if that's true now, but impressive for a solo dev. Like, take notes on that. That is impressive. Now, am I saying anyone can make a game single-handedly? No. Am I saying you should try? Yes. Because you never know.
purchase access to more difficult moons that pay higher for scrap. Customize your ship with things that make scrap collecting easier or just make it look pretty. The maps are procedurally generated, meaning you will never explore the same room twice.
That's procedure generation. That's basically what makes it replayability.
The developer Zeekers is a solo dev who made the game entirely on his own. He is also a furry.
What the fuck? I'm not sure if that matters, but like at the same time, he made a game on his own. Very impressive.
Made is clearly a passion project.
Oh yeah.
Any and all clips created derive naturally from the game's fun mechanics and were placed there because Zeekers thought it would be funny. The game shares similar elements to.
See, like that's the craziest thing is for like. That don't matter to me, but at the same time, like the person's being portrayed as a furry. Okay, cool. But like at the same time, they still have the core values. The core values of bringing people together. Like I said, it's still a guy that made a game all on his own for the purpose of fun. Do we really have to call him for being a furry? Do we really have to call him out for being a furry? I'm not sure if I agree with that, because like at the end of the day, he's a human being, but like, you know, that's how I feel.
Phasmophobia, but is the pioneer of the scrap collecting genre. Total
yes.
Gaming videos. 20. The marketing
Jesus.
for Lethal Company is subtle and contains no sloppiness. The game's trailer is in the art style of a recruitment ad for the in-universe company you will be working for. It highlights the game's horror elements, its core gameplay, and some of the things that may be lurking in the dark. The Steam page only makes note of the game's mechanics that can be utilized with teammates. No mentions of friendship or funny. There are semi-frequent content updates that feature new monsters, new items, and bug fixes. The game features a large depth of different mechanics such as creatures that only hear you, creatures that only see you, proximity chat that can be lengthened by walkie-talkies that also allow you to manage your team from the comfort of your spaceship, as well as
manage the team, by the way.
hidden mechanics that ensure that no playthrough is the same as another. The game features a large amount of purchasable items that can assist you in obtaining more scrap, or can hinder teammates because it's funny. You must balance your daily quota with spending money to pimp out your ship and purchasing items that will assist in gathering more scrap. The game has a unique visual identity and knows how to perfectly manage its spooky tone along with its silly nature. Lethal Company certifiably.
He didn't talk about the fact that if you don't get the quota, you get violently ejected from the back of the spacecraft. Oh, good times.
The sauce. Final rating, normal co-op game.
Yeah.
Chain together.
Chain together.
I think I'm gonna call it now. This might end up being Friendslop. I just get the feeling that's what's gonna be rated.
Game where you need to climb out of hell by avoiding obstacles and solving
Because,
puzzles.
like, I'm not gonna lie, this is basically this asset flip. But in a good way, kind of. I don't know. Hopefully there was no legality issues with this game. I don't think there was, right?
chained together. The game's one
What the
gimmick
fuck
is
was
chained
that?
together. The game's one gimmick is completely nullified by playing
I shouldn't be laughing at that, but why?
by yourself. It becomes extremely easy and quite boring, and the game's jank is no longer charming and funny, but anger-inducing. The
See, this is why, like I said, it depends on the type of game you make.
game's story involves you escaping hell to reach heaven. This is delivered
Why
by
is it oh my god.
a small demon-type creature that I hate and who should be killed. The game's
That escalated quickly.
time is correlated with how skilled you are at avoiding its janky controls. If you are an MLG gamer god, then it can be completed in short order. But if your friends have brain damage, then this can be a grueling 103-hour task. Given that if you fall, there is a chance you must start again from the beginning. The game features
I would lose my absolute shit if I fell that far. That's why I stopped playing Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy.
There's no replayability apart from trying to finish it in a faster time than a previous attempt. And also a mode with rising lava. Who doesn't love a mode with rising lava? The game developer Angar Games has only publicized one game, Chained Together. It is clear that this game was made to capitalize on the popularity of another similar game that was popular with streamers around the time of its release. A solo player climbing simulator titled Only Up. Chained
Sadly, yes.
Together is only up, but with your friends that are chained together. Total Vanoss Gaming Videos 1. The game's marketing contains a small bit of slop, with its trailer being slop-free, simply explaining the game's almost non-existent story and showcasing its gameplay. However, the word friend is found 2 times on the Steam page. The game has no content updates and will remain forever.
Yeah, he's definitely rating this slop.
As it was on release day. The game's mechanic features the ability to jump, climb, and to be chained together. The chain can be used to pull your teammates up from a perilous fall, but it will mostly be used for ruining your entire run. There are puzzles that would be easy to a first grader and obstacles that would challenge a NASA scientist. That is because this game's hit detection is, and I quote from my creator, Flazefire, fucking bullshit. The game's graphics look terrible, the story is lame, and it is not original. There is no sauce to be detected. Final rating, friend slop.
Yeah, I called it.
Peak is a climbing simulator where you are a part of a Boy Scout troop whose plane crash lands on a deserted
Dude. Boy Kisser, oh my god.
You must climb to the top of a very large mountain to be rescued. The game can be played both solo and with friends, and the experience remains almost unchanged. Your companions serve only as pack mules to carry supplies up the mountain and as food for your starving stomach. Without them, your playthrough becomes more difficult due to the lack of supplies, but much easier because there is one less mouth to feed, and the chances of being pushed off the mountain go to 0. There
Is the reason the AI Flaze said that there's one less mouth to feed is because the other guy will be okay.
little to no story other than some light world building in the form of pieces of paper randomly scattered around the mountain. Peak offers several different cosmetics for completing challenges. The island contains several different biomes, including beach, jungle, ice, and pyrocynical commission.
What the fuck?
Commission.
This is real.
The biomes stay the same, but the shape and paths change every 24 hours via procedural generation, ensuring you will never climb the same rock twice. The game is created by Aggro Crab Studios, an indie studio previously known for their game Another Crab's Treasure.
Okay. I don't think this is going to get rated as Friendslop, because these guys did a great job on this game.
Which is the Dark Souls of crab games.
Yes.
It is clear that there is effort put into Peak. However, it does seem to contain small portions of the Friendslop virus. Given its style of gameplay and naming convention, Peak is a term used online to describe something that is the top of its class. Naming your game this way is accurate given that it involves mountain peaks, but it is also capitalizing on the internet's usage of the word, and this makes it somewhat confusing because when someone asks to play Peak, they get very mad when my Steam profile says I'm now playing Furry Feet. Total fan.
I think you lost me.
Accurate given that it involves mountain peaks, but it is also capitalizing on.
Please, can someone tell me, for the love of God, what does peak actually mean? That's peak. Well, peak that, fam. Oh, my days so peak. I have no idea. Some people just will never understand.
The internet's usage of the word, and this makes it somewhat confusing because when someone asks to play Peak, they get very.
Possibly it would just be the image overlaid on top. Adding Scoutmaster ruins the bit. It doesn't work. Okay. I fucking hate you. I want to play game.
My Steam profile says I'm now playing Furry Feet.
Why?
Total Vanos gaming videos. Currently one, but there are likely more on the way. Aggro Crab also fully embraces the fact that Peak is Friendslop, saying that they were inspired by Friendslop games and wish to make Friendslop. The marketing for the game.
I hate people.
Is sloppy.
Like, why do we have to? Why? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. But it's good that they're embracing it. It means they got some balls. Because, like, haters gonna hate no matter what, apparently.
It focuses on a group of friends playing the game, showcasing the mechanics and gameplay contained within. However, it highlights the in-game proximity chat function, which is a large Friendslop indicator. When the players in the game speak, the trailer is annotated with captions, indirectly drawing the viewer's attention to its ability to facilitate funny moments. It is closer to a YouTube Let's Play than a game trailer. The word friend is used 4 times in the description, with a particularly egregious line.
This is gonna get rated Flazefire.
Climbing is better with friends. The game at current date is new and has received updates introducing new items, new biomes, and the ability to vor your friends. The game can be a glitchy mess, but it is clear more content updates are to come, and Aggro Crab cares deeply for Peak. Peak is a climbing simulator with mechanics that revolve around a stamina bar that needs to be managed constantly. It's like playing a video game in one hand and filing your taxes with the other. If you run out of stamina,
what?
You turn into a rotting corpse, and every other interactable mechanic is tied directly into your stamina bar. You don't have a health meter. If you take damage, it reduces your stamina. Eat a yummy mushroom,
that is a cool
but
mechanic.
It's evil-ass poisonous mushroom. It reduces your
Wait, hold on a minute. That is a cool mechanic, but what the fuck?
stamina. Eat a yummy mushroom, but it's evil-ass poisonous
Wow.
mushroom. It reduces your stamina. If you don't eat and your tumbly gets the rumblies, it reduces your stamina. If you get touched by the camp counselor, it reduces your stamina. Being too cold, it reduces your stamina. Being too hot, it reduces your stamina. Climbing, it reduces your stamina. Increasing your stamina, it reduces your stamina. You're in a constant battle against the verticality of the mountain. Everything trying to deplete your ability to climb, especially if you are playing with other people. There are items in games to help you negate this, including a large selection of legendary items that offer powerful effects. And there are also ones that reduce your stamina. You can jump, you can climb, you can become a ghost and annoy your friends after you inevitably fall to your death. Peak's mechanics are very fun. Peak is by all accounts a Friendslop game. There is no story, it is buggy, and immediately crashes when you change the language to French. But because of its creative item catalog, resource management, strong visual identity, and fun yet frustrating gameplay, in combination with a dev team that will hopefully add features and content in the future, it is saved. Final rating.
Friend gem. Okay.
Batteries low. Consciousness fading. Finally, death.
Now, these are only a few select games.
Wow.
Because despite there being no games, there's a lot of games.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I hope I was able to paint a clearer picture on things that are extremely similar but couldn't be farther apart.
Yep.
So what are the consequences if you are infected with the virus? And is it really that bad? There is nothing inherently wrong with these types of games. Definitely not with the good ones, like the Lethals, or the Repos, or the Peaks of the world. Because they have the sauce. They are good games in their own right, and are enhanced further by getting to share that experience with others. And for the other ones, they're at least cheap to buy, easy to play, and a fun bit of time wasting with the lads, or the ladettes, or the lad-thems. Because it may only
Wow.
be $10, but all of a sudden, when the next Glup Shitto's Epic Adventure comes out, and someone I know wants to play it,
What the fuck?
Glup Shitto's Epic Adventure comes out, and someone...
Dude, we need to play the new Glup Shitto's Epic Adventure. It's a 4-player
I know
co-op game that's just like Lethal Company, and will be so epic and cool, and
Wants
we
to
will
play it.
never play it. We will never play it again. And Flaze gurgle, oh, I'm so gassy.
I
What the fuck?
need to buy it. And then my Steam library is filled with games that I can't refund, that will rot on my hard drive forever, never to be touched again. And this business model
Wow.
of peer pressure is what sells copies,
Yeah.
either intentionally or not. There are many cases where a game is being purchased not for its quality, but for something to do. If your friends are wanting to play, and it's only $10, then that's basically free, and you need to get it. But at the end of the day, people are arguing over semantics. The term Friendslop is irrelevant. It is a placeholder for a sentiment people are holding towards a current trend. But does that literally mean that Friendslop doesn't exist? Or that it literally isn't useful for categorizing a specific genre of game?
No.
There are definitely
Is that what he
already
said?
for categorizing a specific genre of game? No. There are definitely already existing and games yet to be made that 100% deserve the derogatory title of Friendslop. If something is Friendslop, that makes it bad. But that doesn't make it not fun. But it's not fun because of the game itself. It's fun because you get to spend time with your buddies. And you can do that for free.
You should join my Patreon too. My pants are
Flazetreon.
stinky poo. I shit it in my pants. I am for real. You should also follow my Twitter. My pants are filled with so much shit.
That was an interesting video. I believe I already said it, but if I decided to make this a video, Flazefire 100% gets all the credit. I am not the original maker of this. Very good video. Definitely got me sometimes. Fuck. That was funny. But like I said, I don't know. I never even heard about this, but like, it's so stupid. I don't understand it. I don't think I'm online, or I don't think I'm online, or no, not online. I don't think I'm on social media as much as these people are. I'm gonna be real. Might change in the future, who knows? But like, damn. Friendslop. At the end of the day, they can call it what they want, but all these games, yeah, they outperformed AAA games in many fronts. So like, call it what you will. Just admit you're salty, to be honest, because you're salty. Like, I would love to make a Friendslop game, but at the same time, I want to have integrity. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'm a little conflicted. I'm still figuring that out. But that is the game. That is the goal, isn't it? To make fun experiences, especially for working on a co-op game. Like that's the goal of making games. Did we forget that? I don't know. And then again, I'm a guy who plays COD, so like I don't know. I'm already stereotyped. Oh. I say fuck them. I live my life, especially with the Holy Trinity, so I'm Gucci. God bless and thank y'all for watching if I make this video.